Alright guys, what's going on? It's Ted coming at you with some more Modern Warfare 3 information. Just real quick, in the background is going to be a 36-9 war gameplay from Call of Duty 5. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the Call of Duty 5 gameplay. If not, let me know and I'll stop posting it. But from what I've heard, people enjoy it, so I'm going to keep posting a little bit more of it because I enjoy playing this game and it just recently got patched. What I want to talk about today is the Modern Warfare 3 death streaks. And I know Woody's Gamertag did a video on it a little while ago saying that you shouldn't really worry about them. They're not as powerful as they were in Modern Warfare 2, and they're not as deadly, and they're not much of an advantage. I agree and disagree. The reason I agree is because I do feel like a few of them have been tamed down, and I think that they're not, in general, overall, they're not going to be as potent as they were in Modern Warfare 2. But the thing that I disagree with them is that I feel that a lot of them have been, since a lot of them are new and a couple have been added from the last game, I think that the variety of death streaks is always going to be just like that piss off factor, like something that you just hate. Like there's no reason in my mind why someone should be rewarded for going on a death streak, and these obviously give them an advantage over you, which I think is a little frustrating. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Their first death streak that you unlock is called Juiced. You unlock this at level 1. It's the initial death streak. It takes 4 deaths to get. And what this does is it makes you move incredibly fast for a few seconds after sprinting. Or excuse me, for a few seconds after spawning. From what I've seen in the gameplay, I think it lasts 8 seconds and it gives you a ridiculous boost to your speed. Like lightweight on steroids. I think you run almost twice as fast with this perk enabled. Now this doesn't give you much of an advantage as far as winning gunfights. However, you will be able to just simply run away from a lot of gunfights. It only lasts for a few seconds, and the reason I like this one, and I think this should be really the only death streak, is because say you're in a spawn trap or say you're trying to get to one side of the map to capture an objective, this would come in really handy because you can book it out of your spawn or book it to an objective and kind of get your team back in order. And I think this is the single balanced death streak in the list. It's the only one that I actually don't mind, and I think it's actually good to have this in the game. The next 4 death streak is going to be Final Stand, and this kind of upsets me because I know Robert Bowling said in own words and confirmed that there would be no Last Stand or Final Stand equivalent, and here in the game comes Final Stand. So that really annoys me. This is unlocked at level 32, Sergeant Major 1 rank. And what this does, as we've always seen, is it allows the player to crawl around and use their primary weapon while downed. It does not say whether you can stand up from a Final Stand bleed out or not, like you could in Modern Warfare 2, but I'm going to assume that you can. And this is very frustrating, especially when you can get this with only a 3 death streak if you had the Hardline perk on. Or it's not called Hardline in this game, but it's very similar. The next death streak is going to be Revenge, and this is a 5 death streak. This one also worries me because it says that you will see the position of the last enemy that killed you on your minimap until you die or until you kill them. This is kind of frustrating because say that I'm going on a rampage and some guy just happens to be on his 5th death streak, he's going to always know my location, which it's very similar to a UAV and all, but you know, it's just one of those things, like it's just an annoyance factor. I don't know why he needs to know exactly where I am. Like what's the purpose of that? Why does this need to be in the game? It's going to be frustrating, and I'm sure that it's gonna kill me a few times, but we're just gonna have to see how it actually handles out. Woody's Gamertag said that a lot of times you didn't even notice when the enemy was showed up on the radar because a lot of times you had UAVs up anyways. So we're gonna just have to see how it plays out. Another 4 death streak is gonna be Martyrdom. This is the same one that we've seen in Call of Duty 4, 5, 6, and the only one that was not in Black Ops. So what Martyrdom is whenever you die, you drop a live frag grenade upon death. What that means is that you've got a 2.5 second cooked frag grenade, meaning that after the person dies, they'll drop a frag grenade that'll last for 2.5 seconds and then explode. Depending on how powerful and potent the explosives are in this game, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I normally will run the Blast Shield perk anyways in my tier 2 slot because it's going to be invincible to frag grenades and stuns and flashes, which seems really powerful to me. So I don't expect to be worrying about this this death streak very often. Once again, that's a 4 death streak. And another 5 death streak is going to be Hollow Points. This one seems, once again, a little bit more balanced and the way that I think death streak should be. What Hollow Points is it gives you stopping power equivalent for 1 kill only, just to get you off your death streak. I think that makes complete sense, and that's perfect to have in the game. This is the other one that I think is actually supposed to be in the game and is actually important. Because what all that does is it drops 1 bullet off the number it takes to kill someone, which honestly, a good player should have more than a 1 bullet advantage on the other player anyways. And it just gets the person off their death streak. I think that's fine. I don't think that's an annoyance factor. I think that's perfectly fair and balanced. I don't mind that. That's unlocked at Commander level 71. The final death streak, and probably the most potent of all of the death streaks, is the 6th death streak. This one's called Dead Man's Hand. What this does is instead of instead of dropping a grenade when you fall into second chance, this is going to be like it is in the survival mode when you have the C4 strapped people. Essentially, you're a suicide bomber, and when you go down, you fall into last stand with a C4 equipped in your hand. And this way you can throw the C4 or it'll explode. And if you don't know already, C4s are incredibly more powerful than a frag grenade, almost twice as powerful as a frag grenade. So once again, it's like Martyrdom on steroids, and the player can throw it. So that's, and once again, I also don't know how many C4s they're going to have equipped. They might let you have more than one C4 equipped when you fall into second chance. I know they're not, or excuse me, when you fall into this death streak. It's not called second chance. But that's about all that I know as far as the death streaks go. I've seen very little footage of any of them. I've seen a little bit of footage of the Juiced perk, and I've seen a little bit of footage of the Revenge perk, which is why this is the only two that I could really give opinions on. I'm not sure how it's going to play out inside the game. We're going to have to see, and you know, Infinity Ward is going to, well, we hope at least that they're going to patch some of the things that seem a little overpowered or that are way too annoying. Just real quick on a side note, I wanted to say that as far as my feelings go for Modern Warfare 3, I'm obviously incredibly excited, but there are a few things that have been frustrating me recently. And Robert Bowling gave a few posts a couple months ago, and one of them he said that he was getting rid of a lot of the annoyance factors from Modern Warfare 3. He also confirmed, I say that with air quotes, he confirmed that he was getting rid of all death streaks, all final stand equivalent, and that they were fixing panic knifing. From what I've seen so far, the knife has always been a one-hit kill from the front and from the if you knife him in the stomach or from the back. So that wasn't fixed. As far as I know, there's definitely going to be death streaks because this has been confirmed and it's been seen in the COD XP reveal for Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. So unless they change that at the last minute, there's going to be death streaks. And Final Stand is one of the death streaks, which is another thing Robert Bowling said that they would not be returning. So as far as that goes, that's kind of frustrating to me. I was hoping for these things to be fixed, and the last one was Robert Bowling said that he would stop all annoyance factors in the game. Well, obviously, second chance and all these death streaks are really big annoyance factors, at least for me. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to click the like button and say subscribe to me for more content posted every single day. Later.